Shagalow.flv, Shagalow. I was born and raised in Crown Heights. An activist behind the scenes and in the scene and around the scene that Baruch Hashem over the last 30 years since that I've been married have helped, I can say, hundreds of youth, tens and tens of families in the community in all aspects, in Ruchnis and in Gashmis, Baruch Hashem, and I hope that to continue this after I get elected. But it's posted with Malchus. So one of the Yingalite, when I went to collect Chasimus, walked over to me, and we opened the Yigris, and just to have a look at this spare the moment to see what the Rebbe's bracha is with regards to this. And the Rebbe writes like this: Al shalata basi lavorche v'birchas mazel tov l'raglei himocharei v'anholas v'ad kihilas kodesh. And I'd like to bless him for the fact that he was elected as being part of this holy kehillah. Kefia shanoidati b'simcha ishir avasik v'chas v'ishir elokim oisik b'tzach etziva be'amuna v'hiratzon asher ismanusay lemisras kovid hanal tia b'shotay v'mutzlachas. And that his election should be Mir Hashem in a good and auspicious time. And the Rebbe goes in afterwards in the sheet of the Baal Shem Tov in understanding what the responsibility is. And basically the sheet of the Baal Shem Tov is, like everybody's going to mention, is Avos Yisrael and Yifutzah Sefer Chutza. On the note of Yifutzah Sefer Chutza, I believe very much since I'm the executive director and the associate executive director of two organizations, one in Borough Park and one in Queens. And I'm in the government offices practically daily. And not only am I in the government offices, but Baruch Hashem, the fact that Hanina is sitting next to me and we meet almost daily, and I can honestly say that if there's one man that deserves recognition for everything that we have in the community as far as programs and money's coming in, we definitely can say Yachikoyev to Hanina. And I say, but what am I going to make a difference and what I'd like to add? There's 31 programs that I have in one of the communities. In one of the communities, which is in Borough Park and in Queens, I have 31 programs that we gave into the community. We built a community in a community. Everything, first of all, is that there's an Oizen Kashevis. If you come into my office, which is on 50th Street and 16th Avenue, you will see that most probably approximately 70 people an hour get treated. Between those 7, each day I can say there are at least 3 or 4 that come from Crown Heights for Medicaid help, Medicare help, for food stamps and so on and so forth. And to me, it's devastating and heartbreaking to see that the American community, Dafman Kumanahin, ought to go to Borough Park, to Williamsburg, to the 3 women that do paperwork over there. When it comes to just general financial help and advice, it's unbearable. Their telephone does not stop. In the 2 offices that I'm involved with people from our community here, and people that just ask, how can we do, what can we do, who listens to us, and how can we get it done quietly and respectfully. On a personal level, I feel very strong that whatever happens in the office as far as the Nitzigim and as far as giving a briefing of what we do and will do and what is done in the office financially, I believe that the Kohol should have the ability and should be able to see where money comes from, where money goes to, and what, not without names, but what people are being helped, which unfortunately for the last 40 years, we do not know where, what, when, and how. As far as general achdus in the community, like the last one, Rabbi Yaakov spoke, he spoke about his Talmidim and so on and so forth, and his friends, and I can say that the young couples who I'm involved with, and I'm involved with several, a fine amount of young couples in the community, don't know what happens here. Megatim Gas, not our elders speak to each other, not our young ones speak to each other, nobody says hello to each other. You can live on the same block. On my block, I decided to make a block event just to bring the people closer. I realized on my block that there are people that live on my block that we haven't said hello to each other for almost 3 years, and I live on that same block, and it's not my fault because I say hello to everybody. But nonetheless, in a community, and especially when it comes to being part of Vadakol, Vadakol means that we are elected to represent the Kedusha, we are elected to represent the Kovid, we are with integrity and with honesty, that what the Kohol wants we should try to deliver. And I say to try because it's difficult to deliver everything, but at least the basics. And basics is that we are there for them 24 hours a day, so that if someone needs something or someone needs something to be done, they should feel comfortable that they can get it in our community. Last, and to conclude, several have asked me, what is my general opinion about the tznius that happens in this neighborhood? And I said, first of all, is that as a Vada Kol member, I believe that belongs to the Rabbanim. But nonetheless, as a Vada Kol member, you cannot walk away from it. And I did, and Vada Mishmeres Tznius and Eretz Yisrael goes around and get patch and so on and so forth for stupid and silly things. But here we're talking about that we need, that our Jungelite should be a tziyur. If it's the elder generation of Jungelite that had the Rebbe here